Hello and welcome to another session of the Deliciously Divine Kitchen. Today the recipe is going to be mini baklavas. And it's different stages for this recipe, so we're going to start with the syrup. You're going to get a saucepan, and the ingredients are for the syrup. We're going to pour 1 cup of honey, good quality of honey. We're going to add 1 cup of water. Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of the sugar. We're going to put 2 cinnamon sticks. You might see that these ones are longer, but I like it either way. I would probably use 4 sticks, but these ones are long, so I'm just going to use 2 cinnamon sticks or 4 of the short ones. Then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of orange peel. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to use 12 of the whole cloves. Now, if you don't have cloves, it's okay. You can use the powder. And what I would use is probably 1/2 teaspoon of the ground cloves. And what you're going to do is you are going to bring this to a boil. I'm going to stir it and boil it. Okay? You can put the temperature as high as you can. And you're going to constantly stir it. And this one is only, actually if you think, it's just 2 cups of liquids in here. If you're going to use double recipe, maybe for a bigger amount of baklavas, I would recommend a much deeper pan because it will boil. So we're going to stir this for about 10 minutes until it boils. As you can see, it's starting to boil. Can you see it? Okay. So I'm going to start stirring. See how bubbly it is? See? Now you have to be very careful because believe me, when it starts boiling, this will come up and you can end up with a messy stove. See? So you want to diminish the temperature. You want to put it as low because we're going to simmer it. We're going to leave it like this and we want it to simmer. See how bubbly it is? So what we're going to do, we're going to leave it here on the stove, okay, so that it will continue releasing all the flavors of the cinnamon, of the cloves, and of the orange peel. And while this is simmering, we're going to go to the other side and we're going to mix the walnuts. All right, now this is the second part. We have 2.5 cups of chopped walnuts. Now in some other recipes, you can replace the walnuts with pistachios if you like, or you can do it half and half. You can do maybe 1 cup of pistachios with 1.5 of walnuts, or you can use actually almonds if you have. So you can use chopped almonds combined with the walnuts if you like. So we have 2.5 cups of walnuts. We have 2 teaspoons of the cinnamon. We're going to mix them. And 1 teaspoon of allspice. And what we're going to do, we're just going to mix this. You notice I didn't put any sugar. You will see some other recipes that goes for maybe 1 cup or so. But I figure that since the syrup has enough honey and enough sugar that we really don't need any extra. So what I'm doing, I'm just mixing it very well. So we're mixing the 3 ingredients, walnuts, the cinnamon, and the allspice. And what we're going to do is combine 1 cup of the syrup that we made into this bowl of nuts. So we're going to check on the syrup right now. The syrup is already done. And what you're going to do is you need to strain this. And after you strain it, you can let it cool off for about 10 minutes. And then you're going to measure 1 cup of this syrup and you're going to mix it with the nuts. And that's what we're going to do right now. I already have strained it. It's nice and cool. So this is 1 cup of the syrup. And what you're going to do, you're going to mix it. Pour it all together. And you're going to mix it. Now you want to make sure, just in case, you don't want the whole nut mixture to be too dry. You want to make sure that there's enough moisture in it. See? Okay. As you can see. Okay? It's all nicely mixed. And what you're going to do now is, this is what they call the mini phyllo shells they sell at the freezer section in the supermarkets. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a cookie sheet ungreased, and you're going to take 1 teaspoon. Now I already have a pre-measured scoop, but you can use a regular teaspoon. It doesn't matter. But you can use this if you like. So you're going to put 1 teaspoon of this nut mixture, and you're going to put it right in the center, and you're going to press it a little bit, and you're going to put it here. That's what you have to do. Now for this recipe, it goes for about 50 to 55 of this mini baklavas. Now what you want to do with so many of them, you can invite your friends, you can put them in the freezer, you can have it at any time because you can actually freeze them if you like. So we're going to put this all, and we're going to bake it at 350 for about 15 minutes. You just want to make sure that it's nice and crispy, the dough. Okay? And that's all. Now for decoration, also, if you like, you can put a walnut. If you have the combination of the almond with the walnut, you can put 1 almond in there. If you're doing the one with the pistachio and the walnut, you can put a pistachio just for decoration. It looks really nice. Right now we have 2 packages of the shells. See how I put them in and separated them? So we're going to put in the oven for 15 minutes and at 350 degrees. Okay, and this is the product. So what I did, I put each of the mini baklava. You have like mini cupcakes, paper cupcakes. Another thing about this mini baklavas is that you can serve them for parties and just be creative. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope to see you pretty soon, and thank you for joining us. Have a good day.